Hi, everyone. This is Deborah Bowder. I'm a librarian at SUNY Oswego's Penfield Library, and this video will be helpful to you students who are in COM 211, and you've got a big project you're working on, and I'm going to help you with that. Specifically, in this video, I'm going to show you how to search for information on new and smaller companies and also nonprofits. Catherine, my colleague, created a great video for those of you who are looking for information on some of the bigger companies, how to search the databases. So take a look at that. But for the rest of you who are doing other institutions, other organizations, follow me here. So we're going to start on the SUNY Oswego Library website, which you can see I have pulled up here, oswego.edu/library. And I'm going to show you where to go right now. This green button here, bottom center, resources by subject. If you click on that and you scroll down to communication studies, that's you. There is a COM 211 guide right here. I'm over on the left-hand side, COM 211. If you click on that, that will take you to this handy dandy guide, which you've probably already found because you're watching the video, which is linked on this guide. So hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at it. Again, what I'm going to show you here is how to do specific type of research. So fourth tab down, what is your company type? The first two are public and private. So Catherine covers a lot of that in her video. Let's talk about nonprofits and new companies. And I'll do nonprofits first. So I'm just going to click on this sub link. So there's a few free resources that are available to you that have information on nonprofit activity, nonprofit company activities. It can sometimes be challenging, but there are some good resources. So scroll down a little bit further, you'll see GuideStar Research is one really good place to go, and also Charity Navigator. Both of those will get you some background information and just data on the company that you're researching. So I'll actually show it to you really quick. So I'm down at the bottom of the page here under GuideStar. It's a national database of nonprofit organizations. Click on that. You can see it comes right up, Discover Nonprofits. You can either use the search field right here, which is what I'm going to do, or you can use these cool filters over on the left-hand side that give you a lot of different options. So let's do a nonprofit that I know will be in here for sure, and so I can show you a couple of things. So St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's a really nice nonprofit. If I just typed in St. Jude, stuff would come up, but it would probably be a lot more things because I'm more things. So the more specific you can be, the better. If you have the full title, definitely put that in. And then if you hit search, you'll see St. Jude Children's Research Hospital came right up. It's the top one. There's a lot of other things. If you start scrolling down, you'll see there's other things, but let's take a look at this. There's a little bit of summary information here, but if you click on the title right here, a lot more cool stuff comes up. So you can see there's a summary, like their mission, their programs and their results, and then it gets into some financial information. It also shows you over on the right-hand side here, the year that they started, which was 1963, the president, their address, and just more info. So this is one really great place to look. There's more info if you create a free account. So you'll see down at the bottom here, you can create a free account. Definitely do that. There's good stuff in here. So that's all I'll really say about this. I'm going to go back now to our guide again. And there's also Charity Navigator. So I'll show you really quick that one as well. You sort of do the same thing here. You can enter the charity name right there. You can see I've already been in here investigating. So I already have St. Jude Children's Hospital typed in. You can hit enter. It'll take a second to load. And then there's also information there. Another thing to note, there's this A to Z directory That's also really interesting. So if you're still in the stage at the beginning of your research where you're trying to find organizations to investigate, this might be a good place to look if you are interested in nonprofits. There are tons in here, so you can just start scrolling down and take a look that you think might be interesting to you. So this is also a great place to look. I'm going to go back to our guide again here. So those are really the two main places I would suggest, and those are the things we have listed on our guide here. Turning to new company information, which is also a sub tab here. I'm going to click on that. As it says here, sometimes when you're investigating a new company, it can be hard to come by information as well, similar to the nonprofits. It doesn't mean it's impossible. There's just some different places you might look. So again, thinking back on Catherine's video, which has a lot of information on searching some of the larger databases, you're not going to be as lucky searching some of the larger databases to find new companies because they just don't have as much information in there. There's some other good places you can go, however. Forbes, the Wall Street Journal, and company websites. So let me show you Forbes first. So they're all linked right here. So Forbes, when you do that, will just come up with, you know, full on Forbes. There's advertising. It's kind of annoying. It goes away in a second, but it sort of fills the whole page for a second. So you do have to deal with that. But in the top right corner, you can see there's this little magnifying glass here. So if you click on that, I did some investigation prior to coming to talk to you, and found one that was really new called MadeBot that I thought seemed kind of interesting. It's in the hospitality industry, and it's very new. So type in MadeBot. Again, the big advertisement, hold on a second, and it goes away. And you can see there's just a couple of articles in here, and these are just from the last few years. So these are new companies, and this one was started by a student at Cornell just a few years ago, and a student from the hospitality school. So you could read these articles. You can also go to the Wall Street Journal. So I'm going to click on that. The page looks really strange. I don't know why that is. This will be fixed. But in the meantime, I'm just going to actually type in Wall Street Journal. It shouldn't look like this. Normally it will not, but you know, that's one of the important things about doing research as well, is to be prepared. This is, you know, there's flaws in the system, and sometimes weird things will show up. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just means, you know, it's an imperfect system, and we do the best we can to keep it up and running well for you. So you can see I typed in Wall Street Journal there. It's the first suggested database. You can actually just click on it there. It will open up. You do have to log in using your Oswego Net ID and password. I'm going to do that here. And then wait for a second, and then there's Wall Street Journal. So you can actually search in Wall Street Journal. So let's just do MadeBot again and see what happens. And I just said in anywhere, meaning it's mentioned, it doesn't have to be in the title, it can be anywhere. And I'm just going to hit enter. I always suggest starting general, and then if you get too many results, you can sort of refine, because these are new companies we're searching for. These are probably going to be much smaller results sets, so we won't have you. It's okay to be general. So you can see here again, there's a couple of articles, not much, but it's a place to start. So you can actually just read these if you click on full text there, or you click on the title. So like I'm going to click on the title of the article there. It will open it up. You can read it there. And then if you decide it's something you want, over on the right here, you can save this as a PDF. You can email it to yourself for later. You can grab a citation here. There's going to be there is a separate video on citations. So just know that it's okay to grab the citation from here, but that you do have to double check it, because there's a good chance that it will be incorrect in some way. So yeah, so Wall Street Journal is another good option. Another thing I will say when you're searching for new companies is just look for websites. So if you just go right to Google and type in MadeBot, and you can see it's a little bit of info comes over here. You all are familiar with the internet, so I'm not going to say too much, but so here's their website. You might find some good information here. And you could also, I'm looking in the top right company. If you click on team, you can actually contact these people and reach out to them and ask them questions, especially if you start your research early enough in the semester. So it gives a little information about who's doing what. And I was looking at this earlier and thought it was interesting. There's sort of the people at the top, but then there's also all these people who are the technical people, the engineers who are helping to create the technology for this company. So you could reach out to any of them as well. There's a contact us button. Yeah, so just another good place to look for info. Hopefully this is helpful to you. There's always a librarian to help you too, and that's really important to remember. We're here for you. So you can see we're linked here, Catherine or Deb. You can click on our names. Ooh. You can click on our names and get help from us here. If you go to the main library website where we started, I'm just scrolling down here. There's Ask a Librarian 24/7. Click on that. And you can find us. Here's the picture of me, super goofy picture, but we are actually available via Zoom. You can also, email us. I'm over on the right-hand side of the screen now. Email us. You can contact us. There's a lot of different ways to get in touch. So please reach out. I'm here for you. Catherine Johns Maston is here for you, and we all want to help you succeed. So I hope this was helpful. And I look forward to hearing from you.